Friends, the Central Parliamentary Board of the party today met at the party headquarters under the chairmanship of Sri Rajnath Singh, our party president, Sri Krishna Advani, Srimati Sushma Swaraj, Sri Arun Jaitley, Dr. Murali Manohar Joshi, myself, and Sri Ramlal and Sri Tawarchand Gehlot. We were all there in the meeting. Sri Narendra Bhai Modi could not make it because he had some dental problem, and Sri Anant Kumar also could not make it for today's meeting because he has been to Bangalore. Sri Dharmendra Pradhan, who has been in charge of Karnataka, he has been called to the parliamentary board meeting. We have discussed about the results in Karnataka. The party humbly, politely accept the verdict of the people. It has gone against us. The party will make a detailed analysis and study of the election results after getting the full details of the percentage, area-wise voting percentage polled by the BJP and other parties. Discuss with the state party and then review and take corrective steps at the earliest. Basically, it appears that the division of votes has affected us. The image of lack of unity and some people leaving the party, some people forming a separate party, and the continued media coverage about the internal party problems over the recent months have affected the image of the party, and it has affected the electoral outcome also. We need to draw certain lessons, and we will do it after a thorough review of the election results. It's one thing. Secondly, these results do not reflect the mood of the nation. They are local elections, state elections. State issues dominate the minds of the people. State issues, state personalities, candidates, the local factors, social combinations, they have influenced the mind of the people, and the outcome is there before us. It will be unfair to attribute or illogical it to a national mood. And my Congress friends, I am told, are saying that this is the mood of the nation, and because of X, Y, Z of the Congress party leaders, they were able to get this mandate. I have no problem if they want to attribute it to any of their leaders, but I would like to remind them, the same leaders, the Prime Minister, the Congress President, and the Vice President, they have been campaigning in different states earlier, and the result is there before the people. They have campaigned extensively in Gujarat. Third consecutive term, BJP has come back. They have campaigned extensively in Bihar. BJP-JDU alliance have won there. They have campaigned extensively in Tamil Nadu. They could not get any results. They have campaigned extensively in the state of Uttar Pradesh. They could not get any meaningful result. They have been campaigning in Madhya Pradesh, in Chhattisgarh, in Goa recently. They have campaigned very effectively. It made no difference. Congress has lost. If the credit for winning Karnataka goes to those people, then the so-called discredit or whatever it is of losing those states also goes to them. It will be childish to make such comparison. Anyhow, I leave it to the wisdom of the Congress party. They are likely to get clear majority. It's good one way, because last time the BJP did not have absolute majority. So we have to take some people from here and there, outside. Thus also has affected us. And it also affected the stability of the government also for some time. So one way good. Now there won't be any excuses. Congress has got the majority and they have an opportunity to fulfill the promises they have made. This is the view of the party. The Central Parliamentary Board has asked Sri Nitin Gadkari, former president of the party, to go to Bangalore on 14th of May to attend the legislature party meeting of the party. Sri Dharmendra Pradhan, our General Secretary who is in charge, will also be there to assist him to oversee the election of the leader of the legislature party of the BJP. This is about Karnataka. Secondly, friends, today the Honorable Supreme Court has made serious observations about the functioning of the CBI and about how the investigation was carried out in the Coal Gate, which is being supervised by the Supreme Court. It said CBI is like a cage parrot, repeats its master's voice, and also opined it that it has many masters. It also asked the CBI whether you are an investigator or an observer. The CBI's argument that the central theme was not changed in spite of having meetings and making 4 changes at the instance of the law minister, at the instance of Joint Secretary Coal, at the instance of the Joint Secretary and other PM officials. The court made some observations by which we can understand and infer that the case is diluted. The investigating team is truncated. More importantly, the heart of the report has been changed, and no substantial progress has been made with regard to the investigation. And why officers who were investigating earlier have been changed. And it is now proved beyond doubt that with the submission made by the AG and the affidavit made by the CBI director earlier, and the revelations and the actions of the Additional Solicitor General, now it is clear that the government have tried to interfere at every stage of the investigation, and the CBI has shared its report, whether it is preliminary, whether it is draft, whether it is final, whatever it is. It has shared it with the accused, people who have got vested interest in this. And then the BJP is of the opinion, after today's hearing and the revelations made, the law minister cannot continue in office even for a minute. He should be sacked. And both the law officers, the AG and the ASG, also cannot continue in their positions. And our stand has been indicated that this government has been continuously using and misusing CBI for partisan political ends. to cover up the scams and scandals of the government, one, to harass the political opponents, two, to keep under control the allies, four, to win over the neutrals from time to time. And it's everybody's knowledge that this government is surviving courtesy CBI, otherwise it has lost the majority long back. We will. Now today, friends, the government in its collective wisdom has decided to get the House adjourned sine die. The party is drawing a program for nationwide agitation. In pursuant of our stand, we want the law minister to be sacked, we want the rail minister to be sacked, but we want the prime minister also to step down. That has been the stand of the BJP. So in pursuance of our demand, we will take the issue to the people, from parliament to the people. What will the program and all will be announced shortly. My party president himself will meet the press. I think this much from my side. If you have any questions, please. नहीं, पूरा परिणामों को समीक्षा करने के बाद क्या करना, इससे क्या लेसन्स ड्रा करना, क्या कमियां था उसको कैसा दूर करना, आगे और करेक्टिव स्टेप्स क्या लेना, पार्टी तय करेंगे. ऐसा कोई प्रस्ताव नहीं है. जो निर्णय हमने उस समय लिया, सोच समझ कर लिया है. हमने एक प्रिंसिपल स्टैंड लिया है. उसका परिणाम हमको भुगतना पड़ा. उसमें हम कोई रिपेंट नहीं कर रहे. It was an inevitable step because necessitated by the findings of the Lokayukta and registration of a case. We have taken a moral stand. We do not repent about that, one. And the party, BJP always used to take principal stand on larger issues about probity in public life and then issues concerning the country. And there is no such proposal before the party to bring anybody back.